Greeting, guys. Very nice to meet you.
You too.
Welcome to RT in Ireland.
Thank you.
You were saying earlier on, jokingly, that you were in terms of assembling this really good cast, it was a case of come to New Orleans, play outrageous version of ourselves, and we'll kill you. But I'm guessing there probably wasn't much of a joke.
No, that's literally what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, we asked our friends to come to New Orleans, play outrageous versions of themselves, and then we killed them.
No, I have a feeling if we just asked them to come to New Orleans and drink with us,
they probably would have said yes. Yeah.
If you've never been there, it's a hell of a time.
It's a fun place. Yeah.
This is a project. This post-apocalyptic project has been going on the go with you guys for about 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, if you had made it back then, because of the way there's a lot of special effects, but you haven't got a Roland Emmerich budget.
No.
So if you had made it back then, would it have been a very different movie than?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Now?
I assume if we made it back then, there'd be zero special effects.
Yeah, I think like a lot of this stuff is only achievable because of how far technology's come and how, reasonably priced visual effects are at times now. Yeah, I think this would have been $80 million more if we made it 10 years ago. It's amazing how far it's all come. How like one guy in a computer now could do something that it took an entire company to do, a decade ago. So we really tried to take advantage of that.
You guys have been friends for years, and you've taken the filmmaking journey together. But I'm wondering, in terms of putting, is there it isn't so much good cop, bad cop, but is there like one guy who'll say, listen, we can't do that? Is there one of you who'll say, it was one outrageous joke or some gag, or do you go, listen, is there one of you who's more likely to go, listen, let's rein it back in?
No, the sad, boring answer
We
is always the
both
same.
push each other farther and farther and farther.
We both go for it, and we both go far, and we have very, very similar taste.
We probably should have someone around being like, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that, but we don't have that person.
But filmmaking is supposed to be tough. It seems like from the outside as if it's you guys, you're able to make the movies you want to make with your mates, and you're even making R-rated movies, which is terrific. That you don't have these guys. So did you always think it was going to be this easy?
No.
This whole
And it hasn't
scenario
always
is crazy.
And it definitely hasn't always been like this.
Getting this movie made was very difficult. Took a lot of work and planning. We had to make elaborate presentations and stuff.
Yeah.
But no matter what, we're super lucky to be doing any of this. And the fact we're doing it with our friends is ridiculously fun.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You're talking about various influences. I was interested that you mentioned Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
Was that in terms of getting the coda guys together and that sort of apocalyptic feel?
Yeah, and the lighting is like, it just looks really hot and uncomfortable in that movie a lot. That was something that we
we wanted to say to the DP, make it look like Apocalypse.
Yeah, we tried to have. There's a lot of like yellow lighting that's blasting through. We did that in the movie. Yeah, I mean, and again, at the core, it's about this group of guys there on a boat, but they're kind of stuck on this thing as this war is happening around them, and it's a similar idea in our movie. We're stuck in this house as the world is ending around us, and just the way they kind of had that dynamic, it felt really natural and real, and you got each guy's character, and yeah, it was a weird but very helpful inspiration to us.
Yes. Just as a final question, we expect to see Jonah and Jay and Danny, but the sort of seeing Emma is quite unexpected, and it adds a wonderful frisson to the movie. Was she always on the list, or did you have a list of people who you thought, well, if that person appeared, that would really surprise the audience?
We got our 6 main cast, locked them down, and then after that moment we said, who do we know that's funny who will come? And why don't we put in a few people that we don't know who will surprise people?
Yeah.
And Emma and Rihanna were the first 2 people to come to our minds because Rihanna said in a magazine she liked our films, and because Emma is just rad. We've been big fans of her for a long time, so we thought we'd pull those 2 in.
And it almost just seemed like, who's the last person you expect to be in this movie? Emma.
And it seems like we were right about that.
Yeah, exactly.
People are probably shocked.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, it certainly did. Well, listen, nice to meet you guys again.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
Cheers, Evan. Well done.